And this is why we need Vinicius Jr. at his best. Performed brilliantly today. One of the, I mean, we've seen a lot of good performances from Vinicius over the time he's been at Real Madrid. This is definitely up there. And it's a good performance to show Alonso what he's really about. I'm sure Alonso definitely knows the quality of player Vinicius is, but I think this performance, this result, especially coming back from that Atletico loss, I think we reacted very well after that Atletico loss. We went to the Champions League to face Karat. We played well. We scored good goals, kept a clean sheet like we were supposed to do. I'm very happy we didn't concede in that Champions League game. And we've come into this match and the performance as well is very good. So I'm very happy to see the reaction that we've gotten from the players, in response to the the Madrid derby that we lost 2 matches ago. So that's very, very good. But again, as I said earlier in the video, starting in the video, Vinicius brilliant today. Very, very good. He looked sharp, he looked active. And this is what we want to see from Vinicius every single game. We don't want to just see it against Villarreal. We want to see it, especially in the big matches. We want to see this against Atletico. Where was this Vinicius against Atletico is the question that you should be asking. But again, I think it's a good performance. It's a performance we know Vinicius can put up. But I think maybe the issue some Madrid fans would have is that we don't see that all the time from Vinicius. But I think we played very, very well. Mastantuono, I mean, he's a good player. I've said this before. Once Mastantuono starts to hit peak form, when he starts consistently getting goals and assists, I don't think there's any stopping him. The quality this kid has on the ball, his technical ability is so 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 good. I really really every single time I see him play, I understand more and more why Xabi Alonso really really wanted this player, and he's so happy that he has this player. I understand every single moment because you look at him play, you see him play. That's why I was very confused as to why he didn't start the Madrid derby. I really was confused why Mastantuono didn't start because you see the quality he has, you see the quality he brings to this team, and you want to see him play in every single game. I know, yes, maybe he's taking Bellingham's spot in the team, but let Bellingham earn his spot. I think Mastantuono has earned his spot in the starting 11. And I know it's very, crazy to say a player of the quality and pedigree of Jude Bellingham should be earning his spot over a newly introduced Mastantuono. But as he's coming from injury, I think today he played well. He came from the bench, Bellingham, and he played very well today. But I think he definitely has to earn his spot from Mastantuono because I don't think Arda Güler is taking Bellingham's spot. I think Arda Güler is playing a different role to what Bellingham is expected to be playing on the field unless Alonso is telling Bellingham it would be weird, but I don't think Arda Güler's spot is for Bellingham to take. I think Bellingham's spot is for Mastantuono, and I think it's between him and Mastantuono. But he has to earn his spot. I really think that's the case, that he has to earn his spot in the team. I don't think it would be fair to Mastantuono to tell him, he's gonna have to sit on the bench for Bellingham because Bellingham has the pedigree and the history and the performance over you. I think Mastantuono has definitely earned his spot in the team. He's a good player. And again, once he starts to hit peak form, peak performance, he's definitely going to be very difficult to stop. A good all-round performance. I think the goal we conceded was a little bit unlucky, a little bit of lack of concentration in defense that maybe we should be working on. But I think all round it was a good performance. We were good on the ball. I think the conversation with Valverde, I don't really want to talk about the Valverde thing because it was preposterous, to be honest, to hear that Valverde didn't want to play a particular position. I mean, Valverde of all players, if you're gonna hear a player doesn't want to play, for the team or in a particular position in the team, it will probably definitely not be Valverde. So it was very weird to hear that was the case, and I think it was a little bit far fetched. But yeah, good to see him play today. Played a very good game, and yeah, good performances all around. I'm very very happy to see Vinicius back, firing at all cylinders, looking very sharp, and I want to see that every single game. Again, I don't want it to just be a one-time thing. I want to keep seeing this from Vinicius every single game because we have tougher opponents coming up. We have the El Clasico coming up. We have Liverpool coming up. We have Manchester City coming up. A lot of big matches. And I want us to do better in the Champions League this season than we did last. So it's definitely something that we have to look at, and hopefully we can get more consistent performance. Mbappe is Mbappe. I don't have anything else to say about Mbappe. He is Mbappe. He's always going to be, a good player, and it's good to see consistency. One thing that makes Mbappe very, very, liked in the fan base is his consistency. He's always playing very well. He's always giving his 100%. Again, this is not me saying Vinicius doesn't give his 100%, but I think we're more likely to see a 7 out of 10 performance from Mbappe every single game than we are to see from Vinicius, which I do hope, we can improve, because if we can get 7 out of 10 performances from Vinicius every single game, and we can get 7 out of 10 performances from Mbappe every single game, then I think we can be heading in the right direction, because players like Mastantuono, players like Arda Güler, they're definitely going to be playing their best, and we're going to be getting good performances because we have, other players in their position who can really come on and make a difference. And the reason I'm saying that is that Vinicius and Mbappe don't really have direct replacements who are on form or who can come in and play as well as they can. I don't think Rodrygo at the moment. Rodrygo maybe 2 seasons, 3 seasons ago can play as well as Vinicius, but I don't think Rodrygo at the moment can produce to the level of what Vinicius can produce this season. And I don't think Gonzalo Garcia can also produce to the level that Mbappe can produce. So we need these two players, Mbappe and Vinicius, to be putting on consistent performances, 7 out of 10 consistent performances every single game, because these are going to be our key players. If we lose these key players, and if we don't get good performances from these key players, we're going to have issues. So yeah, that's definitely something that I wanted to get out of the way. Xabi Alonso approached the game with a 3-4-3 today, although it didn't look like that on the formation table or whatever as the match was beginning, but it was a 3-4-3. It was basically a 3-4-3. Valverde was so high up, same with Carreras, and then it was Tchouaméni, Houghton, and Militao at the back, making it a back three, and it was okay. It kind of worked well, and we're slowly starting to get used to the system, starting to build with the system, and hopefully we're going to get to the point where we can be consistent with the system and we can get more positive results from the system and get more benefits, because that's why we brought him in. We brought him in to play a system, and because the system was very effective at Leverkusen. So hopefully we can get to that stage where we can be effective with that 3-4-3 system, and then hopefully we're going to be very, very good. It's not really going to be a long reaction video. I think it was a good performance, good performances from everyone. My only qualms would be that I want to see this more from Vinicius, and I don't want it to just be a one-time thing, because this happened in the was it Oviedo? It was the Oviedo game where he came from the bench and played very well. And then the next game, I think he wasn't playing that well. The Madrid derby wasn't really, that good. So again, it's a good performance, but I want to see more from Vinicius in terms of consistency. Do it today, do it tomorrow, do it the next game, and then you can definitely be a part of this team when it comes to going very far this season and doing very, very big things this season. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As usual, any feedback from you guys would be greatly appreciated.